I was chatting just this morning with a mother of a child who is ticking. A He's 13 years old, and at that age, as a young boy, he moves into adolescence or teenage years, right? There is naturally at this stage kind of a pushback towards mum, and trying to help a young teenage boy who is living with tics at that age can be quite challenging because they're not going to listen to you as a parent. Right? At that age, they're not listening, right? So there has to be a way, right, to support your children to find a way to listen to someone. And the videos that we've created at Motor Tic Mastery are about helping your children to find somebody else to confide in, relate to, and listen to than just mom or dad telling you what to do. Right? It's a big part of why we've made this a video program and a follow-along program, is because it's less about just it's less about being told what to do and inspiring kids to connect with themselves in a new way. And if we can connect to ourselves in a new way, make different sounds, move differently, notice the feelings of our body, notice the urges with greater awareness, which is possible to do when we slow down, then that's all the gold that actually reduces tics. Like, reducing tics isn't something we are learning to. It's not like the tics, the movements and the sounds aren't innately a problem. And this is a bit of a challenging statement to a lot of people. Well, yeah, they're making a lot of sounds at home, and it actually is a big problem, actually, to be honest. Like they're disrupting their friends at school, they're disrupting, right, our home life when we're trying to watch the television, like it's disruption. So it's a problem. But from the perspective of the child that's ticking, the body is doing what it needs to do to look after itself, to care for itself, to express itself. So it's not a problem. And if it's pointed out as something that has to be dealt with, right, and the child gets self-conscious, then we're already on the back foot. Right? We're already on the back foot. So we want to find a way to inspire our children to go, yeah, I would like to do something a bit different. I would like to try something new. I would like to give this a go. And every child at every age is very different, right? Some kids are going to be more aware, less aware. And there's different times to bring this in, depending on the age of the child and the awareness of the tics for the child. So a younger child who's less aware but more enthusiastic and connected to mom and dad, maybe he's like, yes, I'm fully just going to get on board and do these exercises. Whereas an older child who's aware of the tics but self-conscious about it and isn't really listening to mom and dad, how do we inspire those kids to take responsibility for themselves, as opposed to look outside for the answers? It's still possible to seek guidance and advice outside, but we have to take then responsibility. It's like in the medical industry, for example, there are, we go to the doctors and we're like, give us something and fix me. Right? It's such a lazy way of health and healing. It's like, just give me some pills. Oh, we're good now. Well, really, are you? Did we get to the root? Is it going to come back in a year or two? Is there lots of side effects? Are there addictive properties? If you carry on using this medicine for 5 years, like, what effect is it going to have on your well-being for the next 20 years? Right? There's so many knock-on effects to that, but people are so overwhelmed in pain and suffering that we just go ahead and do the pills anyway, right? And yet at the same time, there are real ways to heal all of this stuff, especially a condition like this. This is a mindful and emotional being condition. It's connected to, we are connecting or we haven't. We're not connecting to the body. Like the body's like crying out for attention. How can we bring more attention to the body so there's room to sense the body and feel the body without it panicking and freaking out and making movements and sounds? And this narrative that I'm trying to offer here and shift us into is part of what I teach and have been teaching for many years. That we've got to change the narrative of our health in order to be well, in order to be more well in ourselves. And we don't heal and we don't care for ourselves in isolation either. We do it as family units. We do it together as a family. That's one of the reasons why we call this program the MTM Family Method as well, because it's a journey we go on together. And even the tools and techniques that you learn the MTM Family Method, it's like many of the tools are even great for kids that don't have tics, but maybe have hyperattention disorder problems, whatever that problem is. Basically, ADHD is just, oh, they're not very connected to their body, so their mind's a bit all over the place. Right? It's another way of looking at it. And people seem to like to, go, I have this diagnosis, I have this diagnosis, I have this diagnosis, and I also have this diagnosis and this diagnosis, as if it's a badge. Like the medical industry has created all these labels, and then everybody's going, yeah, I'm that, and I'm that, and I'm that, and I'm that, and they're putting themselves inside of boxes. And I'm like, get out the boxes, guys. Get out the boxes. Learn to care for your mind, body, and emotions. Become closer and more aware of what's going on here. Slow down, and there are tools and patterns in our life, right, and habits we can create to do all of this, to be well. So my teachings, my lessons, my videos, my programs, they're all about reframing a lot of stuff which intuitively feels, I think, right to a lot of people. It does take a little bit of work. It takes a little bit of energy and a little bit of focus, right, to shift things like this if we've been ingrained in certain habits for so long in different directions of life, right? But for ourselves and for our kids, we've got to start changing. If you're a parent and you're living with a child with tics or Tourette's, there's something in the patterning of school life, home life, and possibly parenting that has created this situation where the body is feeling really unsafe. There's something inside the body that's feeling really unsafe. The body's feeling unsafe. And so how can we lovingly investigate that? And how can we help our kids get closer to their body, right? And kids pick up so much from their parents, pretty much everything, a lot of stuff. And so it also starts with looking after ourselves too as parents, right? How can we take better care of ourselves, our mindful and emotional well-being as parents, so that to inspire our kids to be more aware and connected of our body and our emotions too. This is the way of health and healing, real healing, holistic, natural healing, which is available for everybody. It's just the medical industry doesn't usually focus on that because they make more money selling pills and keeping people fixated on that kind of way of healing, which isn't really healing. It's cures, it's band-aids, it's short-term quick fixes that do not last the test of time often. So there are a few words from me this morning about parenting kids and looking at ourselves and exploring what it is that we can do or improve, or how we can grow to improve our well-being for our children. I hope some of those words land. If they do, I'd love to hear what lands, and please share a comment if you felt some resistance or have some questions with what I just shared. Please also share below. I would love to hear what you have to say. Sending my love, and have a really beautiful day.